In this week's episode of Triple T,
dropping bombs like Crohn's disease, and then a couple years later, he's dropping an even bigger one. Let's go, dude. It's not great. I mean, we could vamp on anything we want. Dude, it's so much orchestral horseshit, dude. It's so bad. We don't like braggers on the show.
Ooh.
You know what? Braggers ended up in the depression. How about that?
Sorry about that. Okay.
Oh, Tom Hanks. I don't trust that guy. Years later, we get the Rockford Peaches, which is pretty good.
Oh.
Because all the boys go to war.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a pretty good callback. Come on, guys.
Yeah, there's
It was. It blew me away. You
That was
said
good.
it. I'm like, God damn, he's right.
We did it. Look at us. For
We're
anybody
here.
just listening, you're missing out. We are all wearing the same hat. It's a Triple T Finlay hat collab. And to be honest, if you want one, I got like 7 left. I don't know why. I don't need 10 of them. But if anybody wants one, shoot me a message. And then you give me some monies, and then I'll send it to you. That's how it works. But either way, the voice you listen to, it's me. It's Matt. It's Beard Laws. Joining me as always on this Triple T Time Traveling Tuesdays. Come up with something better next week. Is Burley and Gute. What's up, fellas?
Yo.
What's up?
Yo.
Yo-yo.
We need cool catch things to say, like when he says our name, and then we go like we say a thing.
Like, "Kick-a-kick-a-kick."
We're here. Something that's not that good. God damn it.
Or say yo-yo and then do a yo-yo.
Yo. Oh,
Pull one out.
were you guys ever yo-yo guys? Like when they went through, they were hot for a little bit.
Yes. Fuck yes. And that was the cool
Had
thing
one?
to do in school. All the different tricks. It was like a trick competition thing. Like, it was intense.
I couldn't hear
Yeah,
Then
like
fights happen. Then we're gone.
yeah. They became weapons real quick, didn't they?
Yes. I bet you in the
Now-
year that we're going to cover yo-yos, were they even invented then? They probably,
Oh.
And I will find that out while you
The
keep doing the
20s.
intro.
yeah. Before we do the time travel, now that you know that Burley's here and you know that Gute is here, I just want to give a quick shout out to one of our friends of the show, maybe even multiple ones, but this one, I think you guys will be super excited. I don't know if you're going to be super excited. I know that I was, but Milwaukee Pretzel, big fan of the show, just announced, and I saw it first on Instagram that they came up with a new dip. And I don't know if you
Ooh.
guys are fans of this, but it is dill pickle mustard.
I'm in.
And
Ooh.
I am all in. And I'm going to show you guys so that way you guys get a little bit hungry for it. But it is a dill pickle mustard.
Are pickles a big deal up north?
Ca-
Down in Texas, pickles are a thing. You can go to a gas station and buy individually wrapped pickles. You can get different flavored pickles from jars inside the gas station. You can go to the movie theater and buy pickles. Pickles are a thing down here. You add pickles to anything, I'm all in. Let's go.
Do
And
you
what's
like- was
fun?
it- Do you like
Huh?
breaded pickles or dill pickles?
Oh, you got to go dill.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Bread and butter is not my thing, but my wife likes it. But I was just eating Cuban food last night, and I told my wife we were talking about how good the food was, and I said the only thing that would make this better. I think she thought I was joking because she laughed, but I was being dead serious. Is if they had a pretzel on the menu. I love pretzels so much, dude. You give me a soft pretzel, I'm all in. All in.
Again, 25% off all buns. All you got to do is enter the code Suns
Oh,
Out
yeah.
25 at checkout.
Guns out.
Oh, this is, I wish Suns Out, guns out. But look at these things, man. This is the last one I'm going to show you because I know I haven't hit pretzel hamburger buns, pretzel sausage buns. You get a pretzel slider bun, 25% off, and they're only
Those-
$7
those-
anyways.
Slider buns look edible just by themselves.
That's what I was thinking. Just throw a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit of that dill
on,
mustard
man.
on it, toast it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Boom.
well, I'm glad it's almost lunchtime. Let's go.
I know it is lunchtime here, and I'm pretty hungry. But either way, you guys don't care. Check out VermontFlannel.com. You guys can use BeardLaws24. I rocked my Vermont flannel all weekend. It was in the 40s where I was, and we were camping. I'm going to tell you right now, not only was I snug as a bug in a rug or whatever that old saying is, probably came out in the 30s, I was comfortable. I was warm. So definitely check those out. The hoodies, I'm telling you right now. The old man, he saw that. He goes, shit, I got to get one of those now.
Nice.
I got him the pajama pants. And he's like, I need one of those hoodies. And of course, he'll have it ruined in about 30 seconds. He'll be out there cleaning the pool. It'll be covered in bleach. He'll be out mowing. He'll be out changing, the
Chainsaw.
chains on the lawn, changing the change on the lawnmowers, on the chainsaws. it'll be covered. So I'll let
Yeah,
you guys
machine
know
washable.
how
They're
durable
good to
they
go.
are. But absolutely. So make sure you guys check those out. But let's jump into this episode, I think. I think it's about time. I mean, we're 5 minutes in. This is an interesting year. I'm not going to lie. Not a lot of us were super excited about this one, but I love learning new things. And we learned a lot about this. And when we tell you the year, it's going to make sense. And I was kidding backstage. I was like, all right. We had another year that was very difficult. Hopefully it was good for you to listen to. It was a tough one. And told the boys it's going to make sense. And this person sends it because they're a big brain and they put some thought into this. Let's play the
Hey
video.
everybody, it's Johnson just over here. You know what? Scratch this, hold on. Oh, much better. Johnsy here with the Dude Network. You can also check out my stuff on Johnsy's World. And speaking of podcasts, I felt compelled to ask Beard Laws, what the hell's up with 1932, bud? But you should definitely check out our podcasts. We got one Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday live, only on the Dude Network.
Nice. I love Jonesy.
Peace. So for anybody that's wondering, like, the context of this, I sent a whole bunch of people a message and said, hey, send me a video with a year. And they're like, what do you, like, anything? Unscripted, just year. They have no idea. And a lot of these came in before we started releasing episodes. So if you're going, why would he just say 30? He had no idea what the videos were going to be about. So that's the beauty of it. And I don't know. I should reach out to him and maybe we'll do a follow him. Like, why in the hell did 32 pop in?
Maybe we should just tell him, hey, whenever the next round comes out, like, hey, say the year and why you're choosing the year or something like that. Yeah. But still don't know why you're doing it.
Yeah. So, still don't know about 32. So shout out to the boys at the Dude Network. Check them out. The Dude Network on the YouTube and other places. And they have picked the most difficult ones. And I'm all about it.
Oh, and it's very black and white. I'm going to tell you.
Very much so.
Let's go.
Right.
Let me crank
Should we
this
do the
bad
travel?
boy up.
Let's do the thing.
Button's not working. We're just going to go. My machine's just messing up left and right. One of my screens are down. My control panel's down. Time machine's messing up.
Sweet. Listen, the time machine also, yeah, it wasn't excited. It really needed to work to head all the way back to 1932. But we're here.
There's some sadness going on right now. Say, what do they call it?
Yes.
The dust. Well, what's it called? The Dust Bowl. The Dust Bowl's popping off pretty hard right now. It's a bit. It's a lot of caravans of people looking for jobs. And wait, is Prohibition still popping off pretty hard? Now I'm just going.
So,
I'm just
right?
using my history knowledge in my own brain. 1920, 1933. People are really pissed off about not having booze right now, especially with there no being jobs. So they need to take the edge off. So Prohibition's popping off pretty hard. We're sneaking around to get our fix. We're drinking mouthwash.
I mean, let's be honest. Where we live, there's even books that I bought and haven't read yet. But the Prohibition was a huge thing where I live. Right, obviously being right next to Canada, there was a lot of smuggling going on, especially during this time. The grandfathers' fathers were pretty much the ones that were running this, and obviously the Great Depression. And there's still some people I know that when they grew up in this time, peanut butter on everything because there was really no food. So I've seen people that it's trickled down through a couple of generations where next thing you know, you're watching somebody grab a Milwaukee Pretzel bun, put a little bit of peanut butter on it, and then they're throwing a hot dog and a sausage, and you're going, what? And just certain things they'll put peanut butter on because that's how they grew up, trying to make money spread. See what I did there? A little bit further. I've even seen the weirdest one was a little bit of peanut butter on the bread and then some tuna fish. Haven't tried it. Don't know. You both have done some working out. They say tuna without the mayonnaise was always a thing when I saw buddies working out heavily, but I couldn't imagine the tuna and peanut butter.
I grew up without money. I've definitely had a peanut butter and bologna sandwich. It's not bad. Just straight cold bologna. Sometimes I didn't even take the red ring off of it, dude. Tuna and bologna sounds, and peanut butter sounds terrible. You know, I do hate the stigma of peanut butter being for poor people, though. Because peanut butter is fucking delicious.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Oh,
I eat peanut butter and jelly every day.
PB&J is so good. Wait, when did PB&J become a thing? The J part specifically.
Oh. Let's see when peanut butter
George
was
Washington
invented.
Carver.
Oh, 18...
Don't
Ooh.
You can't yell that in the 30s.
That was the J?
Let's see here. When was it invented?
Because I got 1884, a Marcellus Gilmore Edson of Canada patented peanut butter paste, the finished product for milling roasted peanuts between two heated surfaces. But then Dr. John Harvey Kellogg, you know, obviously the cereal dude, invented a version of peanut butter in 1895.
I see a Good Housekeeping article from 1896 and a recipe that urged homemakers to use a meat grinder to make a peanut butter spread and put it on the bread. Peanut butter sandwich, yada yada. When does jelly show up? 1920s. Let them make their own. So they get jarred peanut butter in the 1920s to be able to make their own.
Almost
April 2nd of every year is National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. World War II, peanut butter and jelly were found on the U.S. military rations list.
Ooh, Julia Davis Chandler is credited with writing the first peanut butter and jelly sandwich recipe in 1901 for the Boston Cooking School magazine of culinary science and domestic economics.
Oh, yeah. You said Julia Davis Chandler? Yep, it has her as the creator. Yep.
Had the recipe. She used peanut paste and crab apple jelly and what is it? Currant?
Currant.
What is this word you just said?
The last name.
Oh, it's a name.
That's what is currant or crab? No. It's like a form of jelly.
Compounds.
Because it said currant or crab apple jelly. So currant is a small edible berry that grow in clusters on flowering shrubs of the something family.
When did grapes show up?
They're native.
Adam and Eve.
Currant. Yeah. Okay. I think they make. Yeah, they're a seedless variety of grape. Northern Hemisphere and Western South America. Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, and the UK.
Man, now I'm reading about confit.
Confit, isn't that how they make wine in jail?
I got that. That was a good joke. I liked it. I was smiling pretty heavy for that one.
I saw that.
Yeah,
if you weren't
I'm
deep
all into jelly right now.
Jelly
and
things.
we haven't even talked about marmalades, fella.
No.
Major inventions this year. We got Polaroid photography invented this year. Yep.
Ooh,
Still
32
hot in the future.
Yeah.
Shake it like a Polaroid.
I mean, I don't know what version of it was, but it must have been pretty quick. Wait, Polaroid isn't just a brand; it's a type. I guess.
Oh,
let's see here. What is Polaroid?
I thought it was the camera.
It's a transparent material containing embedded crystals capable of polarizing light, used in optics, photography, etc. A camera develops film negative. If it develops the film negative internally and produces a print within seconds. Yeah. So 1932, they had that technology.
Nice.
I'm guessing it was black and white, huh? I've had the same thought. When I was a kid, I thought the same thing.
It's always been a thing. Well, why were the pictures black and white?
That's why
Technology
it's
and
amazing.
cameras.
It's amazing to watch like these World War II like in color movies.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick. It was like the Lord of the Rings guy,
Isn't it?
that took like 5 hours of World War II footage and colorized
Peter
it into
Jackson.
4K and all that stuff. It's sick.
It was Peter Jackson, like Spielberg had a huge
That's
part in
wild.
that. Tom Hanks too.
Oh, Tom Hanks. I don't trust that guy.
Mm.
Is he born? He's not even born yet.
Oh, the comedy.
But in the same world, good call, Gute. In the Steven Spielberg world, we get John Williams born this year.
Ooh, great musician.
The composer, and he invented the bom bom from Jaws.
So tell me, that whole storyline when he fought Spielberg over, because Spielberg hated it when he heard it. He was like, "Are you joking? Are you serious?"
Yeah.
John Williams was like, "Yes."
You know who the fuck I am?
The countless stuff he's created with Indiana Jones and Star Wars alone, and Jaws, just fantastic.
be able to take something simple like that and make it just,
It's iconic.
you know,
Two notes is the most iconic
is.
shit possibly in movies ever. That and maybe the Superman theme.
Yeah.
What's another iconic song? I guess you got dun 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 dun. Dun.
Indiana
That's
Jones,
also him.
John Williams. Yep.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
the
who
Star
else
Wars.
made iconic movie music?
I mean, there's Hans Zimmer. There's
Yeah, but Hans Zimmer. I mean, other than the Batman theme, it's not really hummable.
Ray Parker, but that's because I like Ghostbusters. Who else?
Was Ray Parker
I don't
a
know who else.
composer?
Off the top of my
But wasn't that Huey
You
Lewis
wrote
in
the
the
song,
news?
yeah.
No, the Ghostbusters guys, they had to pay. I believe Huey Lewis. No, hold on, guys. I know we're getting off track here.
It's okay. We're vamping. We're vamping.
Yeah, in 1984, Huey Lewis and the News sued Ray Parker Jr. and Columbia Pictures for copyright infringement over Parker's song Ghostbusters from the Ghostbusters film soundtrack. They made zero money off that fucking song because they ripped it off of Huey Lewis and the News. Suck my dick.
Oh wow, that's what we get for doing it.
It's I want a new drug. They stole I want a new drug for the Ghostbusters theme. You'll hear it. Once you hear it, you're like, ah, wow.
yeah, there.
I want a new drug. Yeah. Yep. Sued him for
Interesting.
plagiarism.
Well, shout out
Yeah,
Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis in the News. Yeah, I don't think he's born yet, so fuck him. What else we got? We got the zoom lens and the light meter were invented in 1932. Speaking of photography,
Okay.
a lot of photography
That's pretty big.
going on.
Yep.
You got visitors. And then a way for the
Aliens.
government to steal money from us was invented in 1932 with the parking meter.
Boo.
Also, last one I have here is the radio telescope, and I'm not sure what that is. So,
I don't either, but I kind of want to ask the Googles.
yeah,
Radio telescope.
it was invented by Carl Jansky.
Shout out Carl. Let's see here. According to public.nrao.edu.
Hey, make a better
Here, we'll bring this
website
up
name.
on
Never gonna
screen.
remember that.
Now, the history of the radio astronomy. Where's the little radio astronomy and the little green man?
So
This is
those
what came
pictures
up
were
when it
taken
said
with
radio.
telescopes? Nah, that's way too cool. People would have been jumping out
It
of
seems
windows if they saw
way too
pictures like
cool.
that back then.
Right. This is the Google search that I did here. Apparently the internet is really quick here. Right here. Radio telescope. 1932.
What does it do?
Definitely used for astronomy. The list of radio telescopes, over 100 that have been used for radio astronomy. Single dishes, so these big dishes, I guess, are...
Man, where's like the AI definition of like
Okay, some
what
low
is a
frequency.
radio telescope? That's
First radio in 1932. He was at Bell Telephone Laboratories, observed radiation coming from the Milky Way.
You ever read some of this shit and say like, God damn, I'm stupid. Like I would have never invented any of this stuff. Even if knowing what I know now, take me back to 1932, nothing like that's getting invented. I might be able to tell you something about a World Series that's coming up. But that's it, dude. You know, like, hey guys, the Astros gonna be really good in about 60 years. Yeah, that was already been done, dude. Oh, okay. Think about how funny that is. Would you let your kids tie a metal key to a string right now and let them fly a kite? But that's
Yeah.
like, you would?
But it was kind of windy yesterday, so my daughter was like, "This is perfect for kite weather." I'm like, "Yeah, you should put a key on it and see what happens." What Ben Franklin did, and she's like, "What? No, you do that." I'm like,
See, we all understand it's dangerous, but we look at that guy like, oh, he was amazing. Like, God, retarded. I'm guessing he was kind of drunk when he did it.
"Yeah." But yeah, back to the radio telescope thing before my internet went haywire. Like whenever I see that satellite dish, I always think of like Contact or First Contact.
Oh,
Jodie
yeah.
Foster. I think of that movie. Oh,
I thought you were really mad about the radio telescope because at a certain point you just go, God damn it. And I'm like, oh, he hates this shit.
no.
Is your internet messing up?
Yeah, it's some fucking bullshit. I don't get it right now, but
At a certain point, yeah, he just went, God damn it.
And I couldn't hear it at all. It was gone, but yeah, that was pretty cool. That
yeah,
happened. You had a couple other
have
birthdays on there. I don't know if you want to shout them out. They're pretty good.
Hold on, let me get to that part of my notes.
You got John Williams, Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash, and then Tiny Tim. Tiptoe through the
Shout out Tiny
window. Hey, is he the original Pee-wee? I feel
I think so.
when I think of Tiny Tim, I automatically think like, oh,
yeah.
he's the precursor to Pee Wee Herman. Like there had to be some sort of a influence of Tiny Tim on Pee Wee Herman. Just keep it weird, you know?
I think so too, yeah, because a lot of this stuff, movies-wise, influences stuff in the future.
Dude, I saw a Tiny Tim movie
Nice.
where he plays like a killer or something, like in a woodshed. It's weird, dog. I'll try to find it. It's not here or there for this episode, but I'll try to find it. It's worth watching. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Now we don't want to dive into music just yet because it's not the most exciting shit.
Do you want to hit the facts? Or yeah.
Yeah. There was like 5 teams in the league at that time.
I know, right? Since Babe Ruth,
Wait, are black people playing baseball yet?
different league.
Yeah, see. Yeah, what was the name of that league? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is I forget who said this. He's like, you can't really take baseball serious until they let black people into the league. You know, it's a bunch of white guys playing against each other.
Spanish people now.
And a bunch of
Puerto
them still
Ricans.
had daytime jobs, you know?
Yeah. Well, same with the NFL. I mean, yeah, during the off season they were working at wherever, Lowe's, Home Depot, or whatever
Yeah.
place.
Major League detailed standings had
Wow.
35 different
Damn.
teams,
And they all
but that include the Negro League and the MLB team. So you had and then the top level independent black baseball teams as well. 35 were playing in 1932, but a lot of the teams that you recognize now, not a lot of them. You still had the Boston Red Sox, you still had the Cincinnati Reds, Chicago White Sox, you had the St.
Cubs,
Louis
right?
Cardinals, you had
Yeah.
the Cubs, yep. You had the Phillies, Philadelphia Phillies, the Cleveland Indians, who, shout out to them. You had the Pittsburgh Pirates. You had the Cubs, the Yankees, the ones that were here today. That's crazy. You start looking at these, like the Yankees were 107 and 47. The Cubs were 90 and 64. Then you look at some of the other teams, like just the season, and then the Phillies were 78, 76. The Pirates and stuff like that were 80. So they played a lot of games. Where some of those other teams, like one team, the Little Rock Grays,
I love to see their
5 and 12.
hats.
Boston Red Sox 43 and 111. So I mean, all over the place, depending, those, weren't able to get a lot of games in, but a lot of interesting names. The New York Giants, they were a team still back
Didn't
then.
Babe Ruth call a
32.
shot that year? Points to that, left side. I saw something like that was
I'm
that
not sure
year.
what year.
well, I know 10 years later.
The internet. Yeah,
I
it
know
was.
10 years later we get the Rockford Peaches, which is pretty good
Oh.
because all the boys go to war.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a pretty good callback. Come on, guys.
Yeah, there's
It was. It blew me away. You
That was
said it.
good.
I'm like, God damn, he's right.
I was trying to Google up the name of Tom Hanks' character in that. I was going to even go deeper, but I could not find it in time. Jimothy Duggan. There it is.
Jimothy.
Oh, there it is. What else we got? Sports football. It was the Chicago Bears, and it was the American. Was it the American
AFL.
Football League then? I don't think it was the NFL. I don't think it was played then yet. But any football nerds, maybe you can come at us. College football unanimous champ was the Michigan Wolverines. Ironically, they won it this year, potentially
What?
as a bunch of
What?
cheaters. Professional basketball did not have a league or championship.
No
at
basketball
this
in
time.
1932, huh?
It was they didn't have the, but
Yeah.
the ABA
I
wasn't
just
even
think
around
Jackie
then, right?
Moon.
Rudy Tomjanovich was a
I know,
youngster.
right?
Oh,
But yeah, they didn't have professional there. Stanley Cup champion was Toronto Maple Leafs. Probably still had 6 teams there, so congrats to them. But as everybody knows, the cup can't travel across the border, so it's going to stay right here in America. And there was no official NCAA champion until 1939 in
what
college
would you
basketball.
guys do if you had the Lord Stanley's Cup? What would you guys do with that? if you had for the day?
It means less to me because I don't know shit about hockey, but I'd probably do something that I would probably inadvertently do something that offends the entire NHL somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see you potentially. There was a guy here in the hometown that did win it, and he brought it back and brought it to a bar, let a whole bunch of people drink out of it. This was pre-COVID. So anybody in 1932, COVID apparently is a thing. I know you guys got some shit going on, but
Yeah,
not
suck
nearly
it,
as
dude.
bad
We
as
went through
COVID.
the worst.
And so people, and he had it there. Then he did a really cool thing. He kind of brought it to a bunch of businesses, let them take the pictures, brought it to the schools, let the kids see it and stuff like that. So he was all about
That's
the
good.
hometown stuff, which was pretty cool. He didn't have to do that, and a lot of professional athletes I don't think
Consider
would
that.
or whatever. So it was a
probably
really
start-
cool thing that he did.
I'd probably start
I don't
an
know what I
OnlyFans and just
I
jizz
drink
all
out of
over it. Fuck it.
We got to get the NHL, but
Yeah,
that guy that has to clean it and take care of it would probably not be super happy. And you do know there's
I'd be laughing
multiple
so hard.
versions
It was
of it, right?
every day, just thinking about it, I'd be crying, laughing.
Didn't someone just take it into the ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that clip
Yeah, the
came
captain.
across my thing. I mean, it's no worse than whenever Gronk was tossing the goddamn championship trophy boat to boat. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
Jesus Christ.
The Lombardi. Yeah, but there is multiple trophies of those, so if something happens, they just replace the panel. And
it would
is
be
what
wild
is.
to just have one and just pray that these fucking goofballs with brain damage don't, ruin it
Chetnian
every
monsters.
year. Yeah. These Russian fucking
There
just
probably was at one
oafs,
point.
you know. Another thing that happened, I don't know if this is on your notes, but the Tuskegee experiment started this year. You know about this? You don't know
I
about
can't
the
even spell it
Tuskegee
or
Airmen?
say it, so it's definitely not. on my
Yeah, I
list.
was the airman, the
okay,
the
well,
crew that
TTT.
flew.
They were also, testing syphilis on black people for a while. Started in 1932. It's pretty stinking racist. Yeah. In 1932, the U.S. Public Health
not pretty racist,
Service
that
and
is.
Tuskegee Institute began a 40-year study to observe the natural history
Jesus.
of untreated syphilis. So they were giving them syphilis and not treating it just to see what would happen.
40 years?
They enrolled 600 men,
40?
including 399 with syphilis and 201 in a control group. It's fucking wild.
Unbelievable.
Fucking wild. We really did treat them bad. For real.
President, though,
Native Americans.
it's terrible. I mean, we didn't. Me and you and
As Americans.
we had nothing to do with it.
Yes.
As Americans, not cool. FDR, he was the president.
I mean,
His
there's
fault.
a good chance.
He's a scapegoat.
he promised a new deal to help recover from the
Crohn's
Great
disease.
Depression.
It was found in 1932.
That's when they
invented.
It was
Yeah,
Burl
that's when they invented
Crohn, Leon Ginsberg, and Gordon D. Oppenheimer first described Crohn's disease. It was originally called Ileitis, Ileitis. But yeah, is that the same Oppenheimer? He's
They gotta
dropping
be related.
bombs
That's
like
not a very
Crohn's
common name,
disease,
is
and
it?
then a couple years later, he's dropping an even bigger one. Let's go, dude.
Wow! Yikes! Obviously, we talked about the Great Depression. That was pretty tough there. The Golden Gate Bridge. The construction began in 1932 on that, which is pretty cool. What's the first thing you guys think of?
Full House and Mrs. Doubtfire.
Same.
And suicide. But that's from Robin Williams.
Yes.
Wake up right next to him. That would really startle you. Hello.
Hello.
Oh man.
Speaking of, well, it's not really San Francisco, but my brain, California's all the same. LA, they had the 1932 Summer Olympics. But what was really interesting is at that time, not only did they have the Summer Olympics, Lake Placid also held the Winter Olympics in the same year, which obviously you must think weird now because I think they staggered every 2 years. Obviously, but yeah, the same year, 1932, Lake Placid, which is somewhat close to me, beautiful place if you're ever in the area. They had the Winter Olympics and LA had the summer.
Those really, really big ones.
Yeah, big ol' Adam. 32 was the actual introduction of the Olympic Village concept too, where all the athletes get together and
fuck
just
Palace?
bang it out and probably get syphilis.
Wait, going back to the Golden Gate Bridge. Have y'all ever been on a suspension bridge? like you get stuck in traffic on one, it moves. It's weird, dude, because it has to sway with the suspension. Bridges are weird, bro.
Been around a while. Still trucking.
We have vitamin C on
what
here,
else?
which
What
is
else
pretty
is
wild.
happening?
She's
She
thinking
was
about
around?
graduation back then. Credited with
Yep.
synthesizing vitamin C.
Yeah, it was the Dole. Yeah, the Dole Pineapple Company introduced the first canned pineapple juice, making the tropical flavor accessible to many as well.
Is it pineapples or is it bananas? They say like the pineapples that we eat now are not the same as the ones that were before. Have you heard about this?
I haven't, but I don't fuck with them.
No, it's bananas. Now that I'm thinking about it, because they say like you know how like the Laffy Taffy banana tastes nothing like real banana. They say that tastes more like the original bananas than what they are now, because all the GMOs and all that other shit fucking that we have now. Yeah.
Interesting. It is pretty crazy, not to go into, off on another tangent, but the difference in, fresh eggs, fresh chicken, fresh meat compared to what most of us are able to
the
get
color
available,
of the yolk
how much of a
is
difference
way
it is.
It's like that dark, almost red yolk. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, like you were saying, yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Coop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
Big time.
Yep. This, probably speaking, we talked about Superman earlier. 10-cent Superman was created in 1932. Which
Wonder what that's worth now.
Cool. Or you could the initial concept. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. The initial concept was sold for just 10
I
cents.
think there is a Superman comic that's worth like a stupid amount of money. Yeah. I'm not sure. I forget. I think it's the first instance of Spider-Man. Then the very next most expensive comic book is like one of the early Supermans. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Dude, can you imagine? I mean, I don't know who invented Super. Dude, just think about all the toys we throw away as kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Average price of things. We did it in the previous episode. I thought it was pretty cool. So, the average price of things in 1932, the average house, $6,510. You could get a new car for $610. Speaking of 10 cents, not only could you buy that Superman or it was sold for 10 cents, you could get a gallon of gas for 10 cents, a loaf of bread for 7 cents, dozen eggs, 18 cents, pound of sugar, 6 cents, gallon of milk, 43 cents. The stamp was 3 cents. You go to the movies, Goop, for only 25 cents. You could buy a suit for $22, a shirt for $1. You could buy your shoes for $3.50. A washing machine, $81.50. A telephone call for 3 minutes.
In case you were
was
wondering,
10 cents.
That house, that $6,510 house in 2024, is just a few bucks shy of $150,000. That's a good investment. But you still can't buy a $150,000 house today. Oh man,
You can in my area. You could buy 4 houses for that.
Quit bragging. We don't like braggers on the show.
No.
You know what? Braggers ended up in the depression. How about that?
Sorry about that. Okay. What's also interesting, and I think this will segue into some movies, is the lion's roar from the MGM iconic roar was used for the first time in 1932. How about that?
Is it the same lion?
Did they?
No. Hey, you don't think they ever redid it? No, I mean, you think they're still using the same footage from the original lion? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sorry. 7 cents for a loaf of bread is fucking nuts. Sorry. Like, what's a loaf of bread cost right now? Like, but we have to buy this special fucking bread, and it's expensive. That's why I was wondering how much regular bread is. Like, yeah, he'll come back. Well, yeah, we buy this sourdough bread, and it's fucking $8. Crazy. Yeah, I want to learn how to make my own bread. I bet the people in depression has some good. Oh man, I mean, dude, if we had some foresight, we could have been like, let's make a let's make a depression fucking recipe. That'd be fun. There's got to be a depression cookbook.
Oh yeah. You imagine killing squirrels and killing rabbits and all the different things you can do with it.
Oh, you can do things with a dead squirrel.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, speaking of MGM, the year 1932, the Grand Hotel won Best Picture. That was sponsored or just produced by MGM Studios. Best Actor was what's his name? Wallace Berry for the champ in 1931. So the Academy says to me weird that year. So they ran movies from August 1st of 1931, and they ran through July 31st of 1932. So they incorporated those movies. This was the 5th Oscars that year. The Academy Awards. Some of these movies like Scarface, the original Scarface was made.
Revenga.
The Revenga brothers. It's so funny like to see the difference back and forth because every movie is pretty much black and white, and then you have Tony, but it's not Tony Montana. So it's funny to see it's the same concept, with him, being this lonely guy or guy that came from nowhere, rising up through the mob, becoming powerful.
Is it a white guy in this one?
Yeah, it's black and white. So, I mean,
yeah, good point.
so next up you have Boris Karloff's The Mummy in 1932. That was a fantastic movie. That was such a game changer. If you haven't seen it, it's something else to watch. Because before 1931, you have Dracula and Frankenstein coming out, and Boris is Frankenstein as well, the monster of Frankenstein. But
is this the original like Universal monsters?
Correct.
Okay.
We have Alfred Hitchcock made a movie number 17, where it's pretty much a group of criminals who commit a jewel robbery and hide their loot in an old house. In the English Channel. It's a good like mystery, like a thriller type of movie. It said comedy, but I'm like, I watched it. I'm like, it's a thriller. It's actually not bad.
I think funny back then was just like different.
Yeah, slapstick. It's actually a silent movie too.
There was a lot of like Laurel and Hardy and fucking who was the fat and skinny guy? Was Who's on First? What were those guys? Abbott and Costello.
Yeah. That came out the year before.
I saw that. I was like, oh, I know something. No, I don't. All right.
Watch a silent film.
You have Hell's House. That's famous and popular because of Betty Davis. Yes,
Who's Betty Davis? Who's Betty Davis? I know the name. I bet you I've seen
Betty Davis' Eyes. Man. But
Betty
she's a
Davis.
beautiful actress. Her eyes like just seduce you and suck you in. It's anything she's in, even like back in college.
Wait, Betty Davis' Eyes. Was that the chick from Grease? Olivia Newton-John?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had to put 5 and 5 together right there. All right.
Good job. But no, that movie is popular because of her. Her being in the movie. You have White Zombie. You have Bela Lugosi. And,
I know that guy.
Yeah. Madge. That name's gone away. Bellamy. She's another beautiful.
Madge seems like it'd be like a British term for the old cooter.
100%.
If it's not, it is now.
Yeah. So you just started a new trend. I like that.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
You said you couldn't invent anything.
I stuck it in her old Madge.
Yeah.
The Madge was sopping, bruv. It was sopping.
We're gonna crush some Madge tonight, boys.
Yeah.
Some bloody Madge.
Got her butcher set. You fucking cunts! I just smashed some Madge.
That's the name of the episode. It's Madge.
Madge.
But yeah, that movie is like a young man like turns to a witch doctor to bring his like dead girlfriend back to turn to a zombie, pretty much. That's an interesting concept. I had that on DVD. I have that number 17, The Mummy, Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the 1999 movie with Brendan Fraser is a remake of the original 1932 movie, The Mummy. Yeah, it felt good to see Imhotep and like I'm gonna say a knocks in the moon today. But other than that, you have The Most Dangerous Game. Have you seen that remake with Michael Douglas? Where a young man turns to a hunter, just has a group of people on an island, just kills them for game.
Wait, Michael Douglas was around this long?
No, this is the remake of in the 80s.
Okay.
But this is the original and The Most Dangerous Game.
I know he lights the menorah because of the song.
And then last, a popular movie was Red-Headed Woman. Jean Harlow is she uses sex to advance her social status in the world. I mean, she breaks up a marriage. She has multiple affairs, has premarital sex, and attempts to kill a man. Can you imagine what a thriller that would be back in the day?
Dude, that probably was like, pull this from the movie theaters.
Yeah.
That was probably a controversial movie back then.
It was.
Also, look at all the shit she does. No soul, redhead.
I'm not. I want to watch it now to see if I can actually see red. but
Yeah, they could have just tossed any actress in there. Huh?
You're kidding. Well, probably super pale, so it popped better on a black and white screen, right?
You
Yeah.
see through her. She looks like Bela Lugosi's ghost.
pretty much.
All right, we got 5 minutes for me to bang through this music, and there's not a lot.
We saved you plenty of time.
Yeah,
Don't
there's
worry.
not a lot every week. I get just a little bit, but oh wait, we got a little bit more time. I didn't realize time. Okay,
Yeah, we got.
we started
10,
late. I
15
forgot. Okay, it's not great. I mean, we could vamp on anything we want. Dude, it's so much orchestral horseshit, dude. It's so bad. A lot of whatever that instrument is that it's like it's a small handheld device, because I watched some Duke Ellington music videos and it's just a guy doing this, but it's not a harmonica, it's just whatever that is. And it was popular because everybody did it, dude. It's so
It was a
bad.
sound.
So the Mills brothers, they did a lot of work with a lot of fucking people. It just looks like 3 or 4 black dudes, one just rocking a ukulele, and the other guys are just, barbershop quartetting it. Fun fact, though, is as much racism as there was happening in 1932, popular music was black people.
Yeah.
From the most part of it, Duke Ellington was crushing life in 1932.
Easy.
And the name of this song, Digga Digga Doo, makes me laugh. Song not that great. Just the name of it is just like, we need a chorus. What do you got? I don't know, Digga Digga Doo. Yeah, it's like that works. We'll just call it that. There was a lot of just noises with mouths.
Yeah.
Back then.
Like, how's your day going? Digga digga doo.
Yeah, yeah, but how it's fucking, yeah. Fred Flintstone was just the cultural appropriating. Let's see. The number 1 song was by Ted Lewis. You know Ted Lewis. Everybody loves Ted Lewis.
Yep. Everybody.
Yeah, with in a shanty in old shantytown is the name of the song. I listened to it. It's a song.
Yeah.
It's
It
a
has
song.
music.
It's not an easy one to say.
Yeah. What did I say here? So 1932 marked the lowest sales in recording history. They went from 104 million units sold in 1927 to only 6 million sold in 1932.
Holy shit.
Nasty drop off.
Yikes.
The depression was and if I remember correctly, fellas, I should have looked into this. I didn't think of it till just now, but they didn't have the record till 1948, right? So
the longer version.
right. So
of
they
it.
just had.
They had some, but
That's why it's
Yeah.
all singular songs. That makes more sense
Mhm.
now. Okay.
Yep.
And it's a lot of, dude, it's trash. It's fuck. I mean, I'll put it now. I'm sorry, 1932. This is the one time where I'm like, yeah, y'all had low standards, for sure. There's a lot of whistling, like songs where like there's entire verses of just the whole time. Yeah. Me and Goot both realized that it's hard to whistle like on camera because we were blowing out way more air than whistle.
Yeah.
I whistle well when I'm by myself though.
I whistle all the time. Yeah.
I was good with
Yeah,
not
so
jumping
maybe there is talent to whistling. I'm sorry, 1932.
Bada bing.
Yeah. Speaking of Bing Crosby had a hit called
Hey.
Bing Crosby had the song called Please, and this is the only thing I kind of found interesting. Have you heard this song Please by Bing Crosby?
Yeah.
It's gotta be. It's almost been 100 years. It's gotta be public domain.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
it's
if you
not. I
can
think his
get
family's
from
only
us-
onto it, but
Yeah, if you could get it from a site, I mean, you probably couldn't play it from a YouTube because somebody else.
That's
but
fine.
either
All
way.
right. Well, what I found interesting about that is the Beatles song "Please Please Me" was kind of
Mhm.
influenced by this song by Bing Crosby because there's a pun in it that I don't understand, but this is what pleased John Lennon so much, where it says, "Oh, please lend your little ears to my pleas." Oh, I get it now that I said it out loud. Okay. To my pleas. Got it. My pleading for this. Okay. Yeah. That was the pun that
There
he
you go.
liked so much.
We just had to talk it out.
Yeah, well, I had to say it out loud. I read it 4 times last night. I'm like, you know what? I'm adding it to the notes, and maybe I'll figure it out by then.
You got it.
But yeah, it was. That's it for music, dude. It's bad. It's so bad. And I led off with, yeah, this was a bad year for music. Nobody was buying shit because they were eating peanut butter, and I bet peanut butter on a record sucks.
I bet it does. Know what else would suck? I pulled up Great Depression meals because we were talking about it, and it says, can you stomach these Great Depression meals? And apparently, for sandwiches, milk toast, chipped beef on toast, cucumber and mustard sandwiches, just a mayonnaise sandwich, just a ketchup sandwich, lard sandwich, bacon grease sandwich, sugar sandwich, just an onion slice in bread, butter and sugar, fried potato peel sandwiches, tomato sandwich. I mean, the American cheese sandwich, that's a classic.
I have eaten some of these, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. The mayonnaise sandwich.
All right, here's
mayonnaise sandwich,
mayonnaise.
check. Cheese sandwich, check. What was the other one that was just like a weird thing on it?
Onion, just onion slice.
I've probably
just
done
tomatoes.
something similar. Tomato sandwich I've had a
Right.
shitload of in my life. Yeah.
Same. Listen to this, though. It says animals that they ate. This is on the Great Depression. Again, this is the survivalmom.com Great Depression meals. Turtles, eat gophers, any roadkill. You called this earlier, Burley, squirrel. Chicken feet in broth, deep fried chicken skin, and then it says whatever you could fish, hunt, or kill.
There's an entire website that you can buy chicken skins, like as a snack, like individually wrapped chicken skin, like fried chicken skins. It's a Jewish thing because they can't eat pork, so they fuck up chicken skins. It's like a fun snack to them. Yeah.
Then there's some soups: potato soup, dandelion green salad,
Okay.
bean soup, rag soup, which is spinach, broth, and lots of macaroni.
It doesn't. It just seems like we grew up eating a lot of this, guys. They didn't have it
Yeah.
that bad. Yeah.
Then there's foods and milk. Cornbread and milk was a favorite Great
That's a
Depression
southern-
meal. Rice
that's a
and
southern
milk
thing.
with rice and milk with sugar, banana slices and powdered sugar, popcorn with milk and sugar, hot milk and rice.
Sounds like these motherfuckers had a surplus of sugar laying around, huh?
That's what it sounds like.
Sounds like sugar was
Mhm.
fucking free. So
I
he had
mean-
so much of it. When
Yep.
did a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down come out? That had to be around that time.
Probably the next year.
Right at the Tuskegee experiments. I just have a spoonful of this, buddy. You know? Yeah.
But only 50 of the patients could have that.
Yeah, no doubt. Dude,
Yep.
that's the sugar sandwiches. I know people, and it's usually in the black community, but that's still a thing now, is sugar sandwiches. Like that's what a lot of people grew up on. White bread,
Mhm.
sprinkle some sugar on that bitch, you're good to go. I've had it. It's
Yep.
not horrible. It's not, I don't long for it, you know?
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Everything about 1932. I don't want to come back here. And I'm mad
Let's
about
get outta
John Z
here.
for sending us here.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. Let's head back. I think we're all ready to head back
Yeah.
to
it's
there. So
Dirty.
it's pretty dirty. All right, here we go. Later 32.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
We're back.
It seemed to take off. It seemed to take off pretty quick.
Yeah, it. I guess the technology back then was less 5G in the air to mess up our machines. That's what it is.
That's
always the
that's what it
5G.
is. It's always.
Yeah.
But as always, it was fun. Maybe it wasn't the year that we longed for, but when we are, getting bangers like 91, 94, 69, it is pretty tough. But we have a couple more in the works, a couple videos that on the way. But if anybody listening wants to send in a video, just send us a video. Tell us why. And we'll do that. Maybe it's a buddy of Goop, maybe it's a buddy of Burley, or maybe it's just somebody that happens to listen to this. We're down for whatever. Send it over to Beardlaw's Instagram. Send it over to anything. Matt at beardlaws.com. Maybe Goot wants to head back to 32.
I think so.
I think so. Sorry, Goot, that we kind of left them. We're gonna go back and get.
We have to go back and get them.
We're gonna say our goodbyes,
Captain America.
and then we're gonna say our goodbyes, and then we're gonna go get Goot. Make sure that we didn't leave him in 32, because the world could be a much different place if present Goot is alive in 32. Holy
He's
shit!
got the Marty McFly. His hands disappearing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But we can't thank you guys enough. Go check out the friends of the show, Vermont Flannel, Milwaukee Pretzel, Copper John's Beard, Highest Peak Dispensary in Potsdam, New York. And if you guys want a hat, I'll give you a hell of a price. We got some to get rid of. But either way, go check out Burley. Check out Goot on the social medias as well. We'll tag them in there like always. But you guys got anything else?
That's it.
That's
So
it.
I'm going to make me a sugar sandwich.
Yep. Let's go get some food. So, all right. Thanks. And thanks again for sending that over. Go check out the Dude Network and tell them how much 32 and 48 really suck.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to get the last guy from. Well, there's two more now, but we've already had Chip as well, so we're gonna get the last guy on, and hopefully he doesn't pick a shitty name. So maybe he will, maybe he won't. Come back, check it out. But Burley Goot, can't thank you guys enough, and for anybody still listening, appreciate you as well. Be good to your wieners. Keep your sticks on the ice. We're out of here. Are we out of here?
We're still going, sir.
Yeah.